Hey guys, Christina here, and today I have a look for you at the Christian Liberty Nature Readers. Now, I've shared these as resources both on Instagram and here on YouTube, as well as a recommendation to a lot of parents, like in Facebook groups. And I've had people ask what they are, what they look like, how you use them. So I wanted to make a video about them. So I have books 1 through 5 of the 3rd edition. There is a K book. I'm not sure if it's 2nd or 3rd edition is the newest one, but I don't have that one. But what it is they are nature readers. And so level 1 or book 1 is designed for kind of like the grade 1 level, book 2, grade 2, and so on. And they cover a variety of nature topics. And then they have a short little question comprehension section you can use in the end of each section, and they have gorgeous artwork in them. So I'm going to turn the camera around and give you kind of a look inside the ones that I have, and then I'll come back here and chat a little bit more about how we use them in our homeschool. So here's a look at the books themselves. They're all pretty similar in length. I think the shortest one is maybe about 160, and the longest, I think, just over 200 pages. So they're all pretty similar in length. So I'll show you this one first. So this one is by Florence Bass. They have the table of contents here. So they kind of cover a variety of topics in each book. So wasps, other insects, more about insects, remarkable insects, learning about moths, arachnia. Did I say that right? Arachnia? I think so. Prairie and forest life, learning about birds, our great creator, and then words you should know. So this is kind of what it looks like. So wasps, unit 1, little mother, and it's divided up. And so that's kind of the reading, and then there's just a few little questions here that you can do with your child. Here's the next one. So they're quite short, and just like 3 little questions, sometimes a fill in the blank, sometimes, something you have to describe. You can get an idea of what some of the drawings look like. So then on to Unit 2, other insects. So very doable for a child in grade 1. They may need help with some words, or just like reading it together. Honeybees. I'll give you a look. At the very back they have the words you should know. And so like all the words that are in bold, let's see, is there one here? Then you could find it back here. But I really do like the artwork. I did have a quick look at the 2nd edition, and the artwork is not this nice. I much prefer this edition. So it's definitely short, but it has colorful pictures as well, and just kind of a variety of topics. So that's book 1. Book 2 is by Julia McNair Wright. And so this one, all about crabs, all about wasps, all about bees, all about spiders, all about shellfish, all about worms, epilogue, and then again, words you should know. And again, they have the preface here, or the preface. And then there's the first unit. So this one is a little bit longer. It has 4 questions. Again, a little longer, 3 questions, a little longer. So you can see that the difference between the levels is slowly increasing. Give you a look at some of these images and how it's set up. And I'll show you the next one. So the next book, book 3, is by the same author as book 2, and Julia McNair Wright. Here's the front of book 3. So this one has all about ants, all about flies, all about beetles, all about barnacles, all about jellyfish, all about sea stars, all about dragonflies, and then words you should know. Again, the same kind of format. And you can see they have how to sound the word out. And this one is definitely longer than the other one, and there's 5 questions. So again, a little bit longer, smaller type, I believe. Let's have a look. We go back to book 1, That's what the type looks like. This is book 3. I'll just give you a quick flip through here. Some of the pictures. So there are colorful pictures all throughout each book. So then book 4, this one doesn't have an author on it. Not sure why, but it actually says over here, where was it? Author unknown. So there you go. So perching birds, birds of prey, studying birds, insects, moths, turtles, snakes, and then words you should know. So here's the first one, perching birds, the quail. So this one doesn't look too different from the one before, 5 questions. It's a little longer, a little more detailed, but not too much. I'll give you a quick flip through. Again, those words at the end. All the different kinds of snakes. Turtles. And then the last one is the book 5. This is by Wendy Kramer. This one has Earth's hydrosphere, ocean life, mollusca, I think is how you say that. Oh, coelentrates and echinoderms. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Bony fish, vicious fish, cetacea. No, I know I'm saying that wrong. Just pretend I said it right. Other marine animals, then the glossary. So you can see, let's look at the type. So this is book 5. This is the printing for book 3. And this is the printing for book 1. So you can see the size difference there. This is what this one looks like. So this review is quite short. Again, 2 questions, but it's definitely using a higher reading level of words as well as more in depth. I'll show you some illustrations in this one. Let's see, how do you say that? Cetacea? I still can't say it. Sharks, butterfly fish, bony fish. So that kind of gives you an idea of the books and what they look like and how they progress from the earlier book to this one here. So I really love these books, and I wish I had had them when we first began homeschooling because they are such a great resource. The way our family uses them is that whatever we're learning about in science, I kind of pick and choose for my kids to use excerpts from this as independent reading, depending on like their level and what's covered, because I'm not sure how they came up with what's covered in each book. It would kind of be interesting to know. They kind of focus on a few things, but it's not like a far encompassing kind of range. Hope that makes sense. They're also really good for using for just independent reading if you have a child who is just interested in nature or who's just like interested in a particular part of nature. Also for art. The artwork in here is really beautiful, and so it's, if you're doing watercolors or you're drawing, it's a good resource. Even for clay, like when we did clay last year, to be able to see a picture that's simple and just another resource for you and for your family. So I just really love these books. Now they are printed by Christian Liberty Press, so they are Christian books. I find that it's a very, I don't want to say it's a minimal part that God is included in it, but some Christian resources I feel like is very, very like God, God, God. And it's not like that. It will say a sentence like, God really created an amazing creature, or God knew the perfect home for this animal, or something very simple like that. And so I feel like it's kind of natural and in the flow. I feel like the language that's used is very appropriate, and so the kids are learning, but it's kind of almost like a story sometimes, which my kids have liked. Now, the way I recommend these to other people is if you have younger children, like if I had, my oldest was only grade 1 or grade 2, or I only had one child I was homeschooling, or a couple in that age range, I would probably use these as what I call a gentle science. So introducing them to nature studies, helping them find kind of what they're interested in, building a unit study, searching a little more deeper into topics. I just call it kind of gentle science. Like, it's a way to learn about the world around us and to begin to learn about science, but in a very gentle way, for lack of a better word. Just a very natural, very relaxed, hey, let's grab the book and read on the couch, or let's draw a picture from this book. So I feel like it can really be used for that. But then, like how I use it, it can be used for resources for much older children as well. So I just really like the series. I really like this series. I recommend it to so many people. I wish I'd had it a long time ago. And it's a good series. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below. Also, let me know if you've used these and which edition and which book you've used. I'm curious to know how you've liked it, and also how you incorporate it into your homeschool, because I would love to hear more suggestions on how to use these resources. Otherwise, though, I hope this finds you having a great day. Take care.